What is up, woke family? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another live stream. So the topic I'll be discussing in this live stream right now is in regards to a woman that proposes to her man and gets rejected by her man, and he leaves with her, either her friend or her sister. So what we're gonna do first is watch the video, and then after we watch the video, then from there I'll give you my thoughts on the video. Hold on a quick second, guys. I'm just trying to find the video. Okay. No. That's the only thing they go. All right, let's try this again. That's the only thing they go here. I don't understand you women. War around pretending as if they really broke me. So I love them all from a distance. For the same bitch, say she down the ride, be the main one. That's the only thing they go. All right. So as we obviously saw in this video, the girl got down on her knees and she proposed to her man, who obviously rejected it without telling her no. Right? He rejected the proposal without saying no to her face. And he basically walked past her and grabbed her friend and left. Right? The one thing that you have to understand is that we live in a society now where the man is always the person, right? 99% of the time, the man is the person that will propose to the woman. And in a decent amount of cases, I don't have a specific statistic, but in a decent amount of cases, it ends up being a situation that when the man proposes to the woman is not either mentally ready, spiritually ready, physically ready, emotionally ready, or financially ready, right? Financially is not really a big topic about this, but in every other aspect, she's not ready to be able to take on or tack on what it takes to basically be a wife. Therefore, she ends up rejecting the man's proposal and she ends up leaving him, making him look bad. So in this situation, we're basically seeing a reverse where a woman basically humbled herself enough to get to the point where she basically proposed to the man, and the man obviously rejected her. But that just goes to show you the type of society we live in, right? Majority of women won't propose, right? Well, majority of women won't even come up to talk to a guy to initiate conversation, talk more or less about proposing to a dude because of their pride, because of their ego, right? You have to understand that a woman's ego is very fragile, so it can easily be broken. That's why if anything, you have a conversation with a woman and you criticize her to the littlest extent, she becomes a victim in her mentality instead of using it as a reason to improve. Or she starts to complain and whine and say that, oh yeah, you're being mean or whatever. But if it's a dude and a dude, and one dude criticizes another dude, majority of the time it's going to be the situation that even if the dude doesn't like it, he's either going to fight that dude, or if he's a wise person, he's going to take the criticism and use it as a way to self-improve, right? But women, it's completely different. They don't like to take accountability for where they could have potentially gone wrong, or whatever the situation may be, right? So we're going to relate it back to the situation here. Women have a lot of ego, and their ego is fragile. So once it's broken, then from there you see how she truly is. So in this situation, right, you have to understand that a lot of women have ego, and it's their ego that causes them to not even be able to approach a guy, even if they are truly attracted to that guy sexually, right? They don't even want to approach. They believe that you as a man should be the one to do the approaching. You understand? And I think that's a problem. Why? Because the thing is that why should it be a man that always has to humble himself for a woman that is eventually going to end up being prideful with that man, even though that man didn't do anything for that woman to be prideful for, right? So you have to understand the type of society we live in and certain things, right? Certain constructs that are in place or certain things that are in place for women to just be prideful. And the thing you have to understand is that the average woman has the mentality of, why do I need to go up and talk to him when there are thousands of other dudes that are ready to talk to me at a snap of a finger, which is true. But this is why I encourage you guys, and I'm talking about specifically men, spiritual men of the Most High. You need to be on your purpose and let them chase you. You need to let the woman come after you, because if she comes after you, that means that she truly is for you. She's into you. She's not going to play any types of games with you, right? Or even if she does play games with you, it's a lot less because she's attracted to you and she's willing to humble herself, right? So if you come into contact with a woman that is ready to humble her pride and her fragile ego for you, then you should definitely deal with that woman, man. In this situation, in this video we just watched, you obviously saw the woman was ready to humble her ego in order to be able to propose to a man that she viewed as high value, right? And this is my thing. I'm going to be completely honest with you. The way the man handled it in this situation was very, very, very poor and awful. You would have been better off telling that woman, if you did not want to marry her, that I don't want to marry you, and leave. Even though you're going to say that that's what he did, not really. What did he do? He didn't answer her proposal, and then he took her sister or her friend, right? And then walked out on her with her sister or her friend. That's very disrespectful. And it's situations like that that cause majority of women to have resentment towards men, start hating men, start becoming feminist. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say the full word because I don't want you to, you know what I'm saying? Well, with that being said, that is what causes them to move towards that path, because in one way or another, they've been wronged. So this is my thing. I believe in this situation here, there's a lot to be learned. This is a lesson to everybody that should make everybody realize, don't play games with people, because once you start to play upon people's emotions, it's going to become very, very bad. It's going to become toxic and bad things start to happen, right? So you got to respect people, respect their energy, respect their aura, and just from there, move accordingly. If you did not want her to propose to you or you felt embarrassed, that's something you can talk with her behind closed doors. But in the eyes of the public where people are recording you, you definitely want to put yourself in a position to make yourself look good, not bad. You look bad in the situation. It makes you look bad because of the way you acted. You would have been better off telling her, I don't want to marry you. I don't see myself having a future with you, right? Respectfully, in a respectful manner. Right? I know a lot of people say respectfully to be disrespectful, but I'm saying in a respectful way, right? And then from there you leave. And the girl you left with, you don't leave with her, because you're just adding insult to injury. Because if a girl were to do that to you, you would not like that. That'd be seen as disrespectful in the sense that, let's say that you propose to a girl, she rejects you and says no, and then she leaves with another dude. That's like a slap to the face. And that's exactly what causes women to move towards hating men. So, like I said, in that situation, use it as a learning lesson and move on. And that person that's more likely than not that girl's sister or friend, you're foul for doing that, because you saw it was a situation that she was proposing to that man that she truly liked and you left in the middle of it. But you have to understand one thing at the end of the day. What that girl did to that other girl by leaving with her man, what you did is going to happen back to you tenfold. You're going to want to propose to a man. You probably, even if you don't propose to him and you want him to propose to you, it's going to be a situation that some other girl is going to take that man from you because you didn't get him the right way. That's what people have to understand and see the truth of the way it truly is. When you do wrong to other people, wrong is going to happen back to you. When you do good to other people, good is going to happen back to you. So don't be grimy. Expect good things to happen to you. If you're a grimy person, grimy things are going to happen back to you tenfold. So always understand that in the dynamics between relationships and real life, right? Business. That's the reality, right? I kind of feel bad for the girl that honestly got rejected, because now, to an extent, she sees what it's like to be a guy, right? The average girl will expect you as a man, even if you're high value, to wine and dine them. But in reality, all they want is sexual access. And the thing is that a girl will know that and use that as a way to be able to refrain from having sexual access from you to her, right? Or from her to you, vice versa. With that being said, my thing is that one should just, or both parties should be honest about their intentions from the beginning, as to not waste the other person's time
and save a lot of heartbreak, save a lot of distress, save a lot of money in that situation. Well, spend it on better things. I don't believe in saving money specifically, but spend it on better things, right? Don't waste each other's time. Don't play games. Don't do all of that. Because I know we live in a society that is heavily predicated for people to play games, and I just think it's very childish, right? One has to really be careful the type of aura they possess, how they use it to help other people, and how it basically goes in the gender dynamics between relationships and dating, right? Let this be a lesson served to everybody, like I said, especially men. Use this as a lesson to be able to understand, focus on your purpose, allow the right woman to come into your life. And if you ever end up in a situation like this man did, don't disrespect that woman like that, because you're going to cause her to honestly resent you and she might come after you in the future. It's not worth it. All the drama, stress, trauma, it's not worth it. If you don't want to marry her, don't be in a relationship with her. Or even if you are in a relationship with her and you don't see her and you don't see yourself getting married to that woman, tell her straight up, I don't see myself getting married to you. I enjoy the situation, but at the same time as well too, if you want to stay, that's completely up to you. If you don't want to stay, that's completely up to you, and you leave it to them to make that decision. But don't just waste her time and make her feel like you're actually going to get married to her. But in all reality, you don't have any intentions of getting married to her. Let her know straight up, right? But at the end of the day, you do what's best for you. If you understand, it's because you're woke. If you don't understand, you're not woke. This is gonna be the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this live stream with your friends, subscribe to the channel at Wokebucks, WOKEEBUKS, and tap the notification button to get all the latest videos that I post. Patreon link will be down in the description below, and so with social media links. So make sure you give those a check. But without further ado, this is gonna be the end of this live stream. This is Wokebucks, and I'm out, man.